Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast and a happy Tuesday one and all. Joe Smith's over there sipping his delicious iced coffee.
Hello, thanks for getting that.
You're welcome. Ethan James in the corner there.
Hey.
Are we going to do anything Christmassy here, by the way? We're going to do...
Yeah, well, I want to do Secret Santa today.
What, with us three?
Yeah.
Dom as well.
Oh yeah.
What about like a tree or
maybe we already did the Secret Santa on Friday.
We might have already done it. Are we going to do anything here?
I don't know.
Have you done anything at your house yet?
No. Have you? Lizzie's bought every single present for everyone already.
What?
But we haven't done any decorations.
Ours went up yesterday, and I love it.
Up where?
Up in the living room.
Oh.
What
Lots
did
of kitchen
you?
room.
What's gone up?
Becky, because there's a lot of aesthetically pleasing Christmas trees around, isn't there? Mm-hmm. But if you saw my Christmas tree, I'll take a picture for the time being so you can slide it in. I don't have one with me now, but you'd be like, that's Joe's brain. Really? There's no real colour scheme. There's just baubles everywhere.
Sort of a wooden structure with loads of hot ducks on it. Do you know, like the window of a
it
Chinese
just looks like the
restaurant?
start of Happy Seasons in town.
You've got loads of ducks hung up with like loads of like sticky sauce.
But
Joe,
don't forget, it's gooses.
Sorry,
it's Christmas.
It's little mini gooses.
It's little mini geeses.
Yeah, and then at the bottom we've got a collection trough that you'll just dip bread in throughout the festive season.
Oh, that sounds unbelievable.
Sounds fantastic, doesn't it?
Are you going to do? When's your big Christmas shop happening?
What does that mean?
Do you know when you go all out, like you spend a bit more on butter and stuff?
Oh yeah, and you get some cheeses.
Yeah, you just like, for some reason there's just snacks everywhere.
Yeah, cheeselets.
The cheeselets
as they become at Christmas time.
Yeah, well, you try other supermarkets frozen goods.
Yeah. What's your favourite of the sort of festive foods that you not like they have to be a Christmas food, but that you only really get around Christmas?
I eat a lot of prawns this time of year. And smoked salmon.
Yes.
That is unbelievable.
Smoked salmon's one of those foods that I love it, but if I think about it just slightly too long, it's the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah, because it's not really cooked, is it? It's just
it's just left in a shed in a Scottish man's house.
Oh, anyway, thank you very much for everyone who's rocked up on Saturday for our live show. We had a ball.
It was fantastic. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
We just kept. I think what happened to other live shows, we didn't overcomplicate it. We just sat and did a podcast for 2 hours, which I loved.
The first half was more of a podcast. Second half got a bit exciting.
Ethan and Dom were acting. Brilliant acting, by the way. Although Dom spilt an orange cider all over my crotch, so I was therefore wet for a good an hour afterwards. I need to go get my tent still that I left underneath the stage.
Yeah, we need to sort that because they don't open till 5, the place that has got all of our stuff, some of which we need.
No, that place, Lion's Den, that's open now.
What do you mean it's open now?
The Lion's Den, the bar?
Yeah.
I left most of that in there.
Yeah, but I googled it and they said they didn't open till 5 p.m. Tuesday.
I'll give you Dairy Dave's number.
Oh, does he live there?
He'll sort you. He lives there. Yeah, he's got a little bed there. Did you have a good time, Ethan? Did your mum and dad enjoy it in that?
Dairy Dave.
Dairy Dave, he was there at Lion's Den.
Why is that his name?
I don't know. I think it was his stripping name. He was a stripper back in the 90s.
If I'm a stripper, the last thing I want to be compared to is soft cheese. For any
Well, it depends
reason.
who your target audience is.
Who is it? The fucking under 4s? Who's eating Dairy Lee, man?
No, well, I don't know, but some people might smudge
What target audience does stripping and the laughing cow
I think he might have
over?
handed people Dairy Lee cheese to rub on him and then lick off. Like, do you know, like you get whipped cream these days?
Vile.
And you've got those little Dunkin' bits that go into it.
Yeah. You get little Dunkin' bits. God knows where that could end up.
He's got a Dairy Lee Dunker between his bum cheeks.
He did in the 90s. I bet they were bigger in the 90s as well, the Dunkers.
The cheeks.
The cheese, not him. Anyway, he's called Dairy Lee Dave. Go pick up your stuff.
Yeah.
Whilst you're at it, get the printouts as well. I left them there.
Right, yeah. Okay.
They went down well.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Sold 5.
Did you make your money back?
I think, did we make our money back?
Yeah.
I think we did.
We didn't film the live show because we were cutting costs, but we did buy some A3 posters. Tell you what though, genuinely, I'm really glad we did do those A3 posters because they came out very nicely and I really want one. So
here's what happened as well. They're going to go on sale. We'll find a way to get rid of them. People, and I should have thought of this. People were going out.
Yeah, people. It's annoying, isn't it? Because there isn't. In some countries there is, but in Britain there isn't a culture of bringing your own cardboard poster tube to a gig.
No, there's not.
That you don't know is selling
They do
posters.
it all the time in places like Switzerland.
In your Switzerlands, your southern Italy's, people will go out with the tube so you can roll up a poster that you didn't know existed until you got there. Everyone else kind of had to fold it up and put it in their pocket.
I've googled tubes as well. Those tubes cost a lot. We're in the red.
Really?
Put it that way.
You've bought tubes?
I was going to buy tubes.
I think we would have sold more if you'd have bought tubes.
Fucking hell.
It's one of those though, isn't it?
I forgot how big A3 printouts were. Here's a question. Why do you think it goes down in size? A4's shorter, A5's shorter than that.
I don't know, because I don't know at all, and I've wondered about this before.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know if you're American, because they just call it poster size.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they it's all named after things for them.
Yeah.
So it'll be like, P size, whatever. No, they'll do like inches or whatever. We have A1, That's actually an interesting point. I've never really thought about this.
I don't know.
It's its own unit of measurement entirely, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes up.
So A0,
the bigger they are, the shorter the number you are.
A0 is massive, like the size of this table, probably, cut to the wide. And A1 is half the size of A0. A2 is half the size. So like A6 is about the size of a postage stamp. So yeah.
No one really knows.
So I don't understand it. And
Read that out, Ethan, because I can't come with glasses on.
So what it says here, Joe, when I just get it back up, is basically, so the paper size, so A1, A2 and so forth, are defined by halving the preceding paper size across the large dimension.
But are you stunned that A0 is the starting point, considering no tree's that big?
What?
No tree is that big.
No tree is what big?
Well, because paper's made out of trees, isn't it?
Yes.
So what tree is A0?
What do you think paper is?
Wood.
In what form?
Small shavings of wood. It is,
so
isn't
do you
it?
think a single piece of paper is a tree that someone has planed to the size of a bit of paper and then cut into a square?
Well, what is it then?
You don't.
What is it then?
It's like mulch. So they get
mulch.
So they get wood.
Yeah.
They turn it into tiny, tiny, tiny little fibres, put it in water, and then they like draw it out, flatten it, press it, and then cut it into shapes. It's like all loads of bits of tiny. Did you think each piece of paper was a single sheet?
I thought
of
you
wood?
get a trunk down, you get the trunk down, bring it in, and you do it like dead thinly.
And that's a piece of paper. It's just
like
one.
do you know how the Spanish do Parma ham? Do you know there's always like a pig's leg in the corner?
So you thought in some places there's one of those big rotating deli wheels and someone just put in a fucking oak tree through it?
When did they first come up with paper then?
I think it was the Egyptians, wasn't it?
What? So the Egyptians were there trimming up trees and watering it and shit like that?
They made papyrus paper.
Papyrus?
Which is made from like the papyrus reeds next to the River Nile.
Wow.
And they'd beat them down, smash them all up, lay them on top of each other, flatten them, dry them, write on it.
What were they thinking?
They were thinking we need a way to get language to the masses, or actually to remember stuff and create rules and laws and stuff.
Crazy. Anyway, we're off topic. So
Also, how they made chocolate is mental. How did they find that out?
Talk me through it then, boy.
And cocaine.
Well, it's like they just found some cocoa, thought we'll do some mad stuff with it, and they mustn't have had an idea where they were going with it.
In fact, the first bar as well was a Snickers ever. That's crazy.
That's not true. You're such a liar.
It is. Snickers was the first ever bar.
First ever bar. Shut up.
Right. Anyway, after the live show, we all went to.
I like this, but before we actually eat it, has anyone thought about putting some bloody nougat caramel and peanuts in it? Let's not even just make a bar of this by itself. Let's immediately Snickers it.
I love it. What was I going to say? We went to the after show party, which was lovely.
Yeah. An odd one from you, to be fair.
Why?
Well, because it was about 2 days before the event. You went, I'm doing bingo afterwards.
Keeps them all entertained.
Yeah, but why didn't you just do a little meet and greet at the bar, chat with everyone?
Because then it gets a little bit, now what do we do? Whereas bingo, weirdly, is quite, you've got everyone hooked.
Yeah.
Because they could have won My Loot Little at the top, which your mate did.
Yeah, Adam won that, which is a great prize. He loved that. The smell he didn't love.
Yeah, I didn't wash it, did I?
Why?
Because people might have wanted that for the, the authenticity of it.
But it's not Luke Little, it's you.
Yeah, it was as seen in great videos such as the Angry Ginge one. You know what I mean? You can look at that. It's on 1 million views, that video. Not many tops in your house are on 1 million views, are they?
That's true.
Anyway, so we did bingo, but also bingo is like, you just keep them hooked because all you got to do is find the number, and everyone's got the number.
Are you explaining bingo?
Yeah.
Cool.
Every number I read out, you've got it on your sheet. You've got to find it.
No, that's not true.
It's true.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Well, everyone had all of the numbers.
All 90 numbers. You have, in bingo, you have on your sheet, all 6 there, you have all 90 numbers. They're just in an
You just
order.
got to hope they come out in your order.
Yeah,
do a line.
hope in your order. And they're also dotted around all 6 different boxes. So you might have
know that.
3 in 1, 2. Do you know what? You got the squares.
Yeah.
That's what bingo is.
I thought, because in my head in bingo, you get one card that's got like 12, 15 numbers on it. And if your 15 come out before someone else's 15, you win. But this was all loads of numbers everywhere.
I get this website up that helps me do bingo, and it's got like a little nice noise to it, doesn't it? And, we're raising money. We raised 140 quid for Dogs Rescue. They invited us down, by the way, to give the dogs the money.
What are they going to do?
I don't know, but we could, content, isn't it? We could dress up as Santa.
And give a dog a check.
It's not a check, it's cash.
Oh, right, okay. So, yeah, just throw 15, £10 notes in a dog.
I'm sure there'll be the dog handler over him.
Right.
Anyway, pass them the money. And Joe, we had to just press a button that said, next.
Well,
you got so overcome by it all, you press clear. Ruined the whole game.
So we're about 20 numbers in.
Oh, more.
30 numbers in.
We already had the first bingo.
And so the thing with this sort of web design, and I'm not blaming the JavaScript.
I think it was the web design.
But the button next, which is crucial to the whole game, is right next to the button clear, which ruins the whole game. And usually on certain things like this, there's a fail-safe, so it'll say clear, are you sure you want to end the game, yes, no?
Yeah, it didn't do that, did it?
Clear needs to be nowhere near next, off in the corner, and have a fail-safe, are you sure you want to do this? I've done a little bit of computer programming, all right? I failed, university multiple times doing it, so I can say about this, yeah?
Is that what you did?
To start with I did, and then I failed it, and then I went to my other course.
No.
So, I'm as a failed programmer, I can tell you, terrible UI.
Really? It was bad.
However, I pressed clear about a third of the way through the game, meaning that at that point, you didn't know what the previous numbers were, and anyone could lie to you. I ran away at that point.
Yeah, you ran away.
Apologies,
but it was all right. Bingo was great, and everyone was lovely.
And also, you're only raising money for charity, so really, who's the loser there? No one.
The dogs.
No, they still get the money.
Oh, they still get the money.
Have you denoted it yet?
No, we're going.
Who's going?
We're going.
What?
We're
When?
going to go meet the dogs.
Yeah, but I feel bad for them.
Well, they're great. You're giving them food,
But isn't it also
we'll pay for their Christmas dinner.
Isn't it the charity that you got your dog from?
Yeah.
Are you getting a little for that?
No, I'm a fuck.
Are you getting a little?
I took my way before.
Did you?
Did I fuck?
A little backhander.
Ethan, did you enjoy Saturday?
Oh yes, a great day out for all, I'd probably say. I definitely enjoyed the first half more when we sat down. Second half, Joe McGrath show, where he's going around going, God, have a bit of sauce.
Yeah, you were.
That was the 9 out of 10
There was a
club.
point where you were just handing crisps out for about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, because I could feel like it needed a little bit of something.
I didn't.
It did.
Everyone was loving it.
No, because we were trying these crisps that people might not have tried before.
Yeah.
There was more left, so.
That's true. Yeah.
And then everyone got a little bump of sauce.
Yeah. That sauce is so good, by the way. Although, how many people's fingers do you think had gone in that bowl?
Not many people's fingers. Because you were pouring it on the little...
Oh, right, that's okay.
Like that.
A little look. Delicious, wasn't it?
Very
little
good.
masala chili sauce.
Yeah. Well, also, it was your show at the end, Ethan, because you were doing acting.
Oh yeah, we did a bit of action at the end, me and Dom.
How did that go?
I think it went down well.
Brought the house down when you got in that tent.
Well, I didn't get to see it because I was in the tent.
Yeah, but you could hear it.
I could feel the house come down.
It was really good. It was a really fun show, and it was the one I've enjoyed the most.
Yeah, very fun.
And we'll have to do a new one.
We'll have to do one. We'll do like a Christmas special every year.
Yeah.
Can I tell you about my Super Sunday?
Thank you to everyone for coming as well, by the way. Hope you enjoyed
Round of
yourself.
applause for yourself.
Yeah.
I had a Super Sunday. It was Becky's birthday.
Yeah.
And what a ride I'm about to bring you on now.
Oh, bloody hell.
No.
Bless her.
So she loves it.
Does.
Anyway, so Super Sunday's kicking off. Last year, Statman Dave, the lovely Statman Dave, got us a voucher for the Lowry Hotel Spa. Right? Have you ever been?
Just before we carry on, do you think he got that for free and re-gifted it?
No, you could even see he's not very good at taking away the prices. You could see the price point on it and everything.
What was the price point?
It's a lot.
How much?
200 quid.
Why did he give you that? Because he stayed at your house.
Friendship.
Rent-free, tax-free.
Friendship.
How much did he spend on her this year?
I don't know yet. He's not seen it yet.
Right, so he hasn't got her a present, which means that something happened last year between he and Becky that meant he thought he owed her 200 quid.
Here's what happened. The expiry date is on the 25th of December, 2024. So he may have had a few Baileys and just thought he needs to give us a gift. Vouchers are the easy way out, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't just give someone 200 quid cash.
No, that's way... And also, no offence, way too much.
No, not for the Lowry. Have you ever been into this Lowry?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's like one person on earth that I would spend 200 quid on their Christmas present, and that's Lizzie.
That's the effect we've had on people's lives.
Blimey.
Do
you think that's a lot, Ethan? A suspiciously high amount?
I think it's because he feels that he didn't give you enough when he was your
It was a 30th as well
Okay.
last year, and we looked after him. And all
you'd been looking after him for a bit, hadn't you?
Yeah. So we went to... Have you ever been to the Lowry Hotel? It's where Jose Mourinho lived
I've been
for 3
outside
years.
of it. I've been outside of it.
It's an incredible place. Very posh. It's like the first and I think only 5-star hotel in Manchester, like legit one.
Wow.
All the celebs stay there. Mourinho, when he was managing United, stayed at the top, the penthouse for 3 years, and his bill was something like millions of pounds.
Did he pay it?
I think so. I think United paid it, I believe.
Did they?
Yeah.
Blimey.
I know. So you get in there, the spa treatment's great. It's just awkward, isn't it? I had a back massage. Got a hairy back.
It was Statman Dave doing it as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was part of his model.
The costs down.
Yeah.
Because he said if I work there for the day, we take 100 quid off.
Yeah.
He's thinking I'll bring the drinks. He'll bring his espresso machine from home, so none of that was free. In the end, it only cost him about 20 quid.
He got away with it.
Yeah.
But what happened then afterwards? They're in the coffee area, and there's a live piano player because it's posh. I see half of Fontaine's DC. Do you know what Fontaine's DC are?
This is the band that you've spoken about loads that I've never heard.
I think they're probably right now the biggest band in the world.
Yeah, I know they're massive. I do see them places. Do you listen to them, Ethan?
I've heard of the name.
What's the name based on? What does that mean?
Fontaine's DC. I don't actually know. They met in Dublin. That's where they got together. They did 3 nights at the Aviva Studios, which is like 8,000 capacity. So there's 24,000 people in Manchester went to see it. It's like near Spinning Fields. Anyway, half of the band were in there having a coffee. So I thought, this is fucking cool. Didn't say anything. Didn't want to look like, hi guys, love you. But I was saying to Becky whilst we were having a coffee that, they're over there, but the lead singer isn't there. And I said, you never see the lead singer anywhere. He's called Grian. He's quite elusive.
They're called Green.
Grian. Like, spelt Brian, but with a G.
Graham.
But Grian. So you never see the lead singer anywhere. And I was like, really wish I saw him. Cut to an hour later, we go for some food at a restaurant. And
what restaurant?
The Sparrows. And I'm sat down, and who am I sat next to? Green, the front man.
No
I was
way.
secretly losing my mind. He was in my eye line, and this is the thing I said out loud to Becky, which made her laugh a lot, and I'm going to say it to you. I couldn't believe it. I was getting overexcited. We didn't have our food yet. We just sat down. Sorry.
I'm eating the leftovers of the last person, like Becky often does.
I thought at one point, because I was looking at him, I thought at one point he recognised me.
Oh God, the ego's kicked in.
And I was thinking to myself, maybe he listens to the Sloppy Joes, or maybe he's seen one of our clips that have gone viral.
Right.
For example, the fart clip.
Yeah.
But then I was remembering, we went viral in Ireland because of declaring Dublin to be the best city in the world, and it sort of caused a rift, didn't it, in the comments? Nearly caused unrest. So I was like, oh my God!
Nearly cause that.
I was saying to Becky that he must recognise me.
Where's he from?
Dublin.
Oh right.
So that's why I fought over there. Anyway, he got off because he's a Liverpool fan, so he went to watch the Liverpool City game.
So do you think he did recognise you, or do you think he saw you looking at him constantly?
Definitely the second one.
And realised and was keeping an eye on you to make sure you didn't come over and do something weird.
Yeah, it was definitely the second one. But for a split second, I thought maybe he's a fan.
I've got 2 words for you, by the way, Joe. Since you went to the Sparrows, cinnamon spatzel, anyone?
Cinnamon spatzel.
Did you have it for the dessert?
No, we didn't have it for the dessert. We had the tiramisu.
Oh, you idiot!
Yeah, we had the tiramisu.
Oh, Ethan, this cinnamon spatzel that they do at the Sparrows, it's like basically...
Have you been to Sparrows, Ethan?
No, I've not been before, but you recommended it to me for like a a date or something like
Yeah.
that. And it sounds very posh, if I'm not mistaken.
It is a bit posh. It's not crazy expensive though, which is good. It's not
Yeah.
cheap, but
No,
it's
it's
not
not
one of those
cheap.
like, oh, this is £27 for a bowl of pasta. It's in the teens.
What happens as well is, which you forget about, is that they take a deposit at the start.
Oh, one of the great moves in restaurateurism.
Because then obviously if you decide to cancel, they still get a deposit. I'm well up for that. But what it means is that you've already paid like 40 quid. So then they go, there's your bill, sir. And because you've paid that in the past, it's not real money, is it?
It's gone.
So you're like, oh my God, I've got, 40, 50 quid to pay, 60 quid to pay. And by the way, the cocktails in there, phenomenal.
Were you hitting the cocktails?
I got, heaven.
Did you?
Yeah. Managed to cash second half of City Liverpool. Which you're a bit up in the air about what happens there, aren't you? Because you don't want... You
don't want either team to win.
A draw would have been great. But then, hammered.
I can never bring myself to drink alcohol in a restaurant. Firstly, I like water with food, so I can really taste the food. But secondly, everything's so pricey and it drinks.
It is pricey.
But the cinnamon spatzle things, it's like basically like pasta, but it comes with, it's like in a little cinnamon butter with like, oh my God, it's such a good.
It's so good.
It's so nice, with a little bit of ice cream with it. Absolutely unbelievable. Something else worth talking about. Spotify Wrapped.
Spotify Wrapped. If you
This
have
time of year,
got
isn't it?
the Sloppy Joes in your podcast Spotify Wrapped, please do tag us in. We want to share as many as possible. We've already got some already messaging us saying, you're in my Spotify Wrapped. Thank you. Thank you for listening for all these months and years. Also, many other people doing it, like Apple are doing it. YouTube have even done it.
Have they?
Yeah, because I've been tagging a couple there. Right.
Should we go through ours then? I haven't seen mine yet. I've literally not clicked on it. So what is it? Just your Wrapped, yes?
Yes, you're Wrapped.
How do you do it?
So you got to go on your Wrapped. I don't know how to describe it. Right, so,
on Spotify, at the top, there's a little dome shape that says Wrapped.
Oh, thank you. That was quite easy to describe.
So should we do mine first?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Joe. Life moves fast. Why is it saying that like everyone I know is going to die? Yes. You played some songs, of course. Well, it's not a competition. I spent 23,000 minutes listening to podcasts this year. 23,500 minutes.
Wow.
Listening to podcasts.
That's a lot.
You've changed. And so has your listening. December. January. Okay, what is all this? You listen to 690 artists. Not very many, that, is it?
No. I listened to 2,000.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't listen to a lot of music. So what did I do in December? Right, you go.
Skip through all yours. Right, you'll get to the end. My top artists are in no particular order.
Yeah,
Actually, they're in particular order. Number 5, Catfish and the Bottlemen. Number 4, Noah Khan. Number 3, Chloe Slater. Number 2, The K's. Number 1, Fontaines DC.
It's so weird hearing people say Chloe Slater because I went to a school with a girl called Chloe Slater.
Is she the girl who does
Absolutely
music now?
My top artists, which I really don't understand because I don't know who this person is.
Who?
Number 1 is someone called Salt. S-A-U-L-T. Who's that?
S-A-U-L-T. They're like a dance act.
Is this someone who Liz has been listening to?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, here's the real ones. Number 2, and this should be number 1, Eagles. Number 3, Kanye West. Number 4, Sam Cooke. Number 5, Johnny Cash.
That's
There's
good.
mine.
That is a
And
lot.
Salt is number 1, who I don't know who that is.
Ethan, what of yours?
Well, answer me this first. How many minutes did you listen?
I listened to, for music alone, 50,000 hours of music.
50,000 hours?
Yeah.
Do you mean minutes?
Oh, 50,000 minutes, yeah. What have you got?
So 50,000 hours is like 10
What have you
years.
got?
28,000 hours.
Ethan?
13,000 minutes.
Yeah, brilliant.
And my top 5.
Come on. Starting at number 5.
Right, let's guess. A Keen in there.
No.
What's that?
What's it? Sam Fenner's definitely in there.
He is.
Yeah.
Is he number 1?
No.
The Killers.
No.
Oh, go on, talk to
The
it.
Script.
No.
Bastille.
Go on then. Bastille.
Yes.
It's got to be Bastille.
Well, yeah. Talk to me.
Well, my top 5 are, in at number 5, I've not heard of them before, The Last Dinner Party.
Yes, you will have heard. You'd have been throwing them your way at like on a random playlist. They have that song where it's like, and I will have you like you love me.
Oh, that's the song,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
That's the song that's my 5th of my top songs.
That's what I was doing. Yeah, what's number 4?
Coldplay.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
And at number 3 is Sam Fender.
I'm surprised he's not a little bit higher, Ethan.
Oh, yes. Number 2 is Bastille.
Yes.
Right, what's number 1? Is it Travis?
Yeah.
Because
It's Travis.
do you think it can't be anything
Is it
wrong?
something? Is it Catfish in the Bottle, man?
No.
Is it? Have we mentioned the artist already?
No.
Have you ever mentioned them in passing?
Yes.
Right, who's he been to see? Travis.
Mm-hmm.
That was when he had a fight with the old man.
Yeah. Not his old man.
He's
just
been to
an old man.
He's been to a few festivals, hasn't he, where he's been to see different bands.
No.
Is it a band?
No.
Just Elton John.
No, it's not Elton John.
Gary Barlow's?
No.
Tell us.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
And number 1 is Holly Humberstone.
Oh, for fuck's
Who's
sake!
that?
You
Is
went
that,
to
is that someone from Balamory?
Yeah, he went to see her at Deaf Institute by himself, didn't he?
Holly Humberstone.
No, it was at the, where's the place where they do the Mongoose Bingo?
Albert Hall.
Albert Hall.
And he went on a run to some of her music. Do you not remember that?
Oh yeah, Holly
'Cause it gets him dead.
Humberstone.
So my number 1 song, after Alex's song, is Ghost Me by Holly Humberstone.
Oh, what a fucking sad state of affairs that is. Right, unfortunately, my Spotify rap, because I play music at my quiz, my number 3 song is You Make My Dreams Come True by Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Blimey.
And then number 5 is I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. Fucking hell.
So if that's the sort of quiz you're into, Wednesday nights, the Red Lion.
Too busy, don't come down.
What do you mean? What? I've never heard anyone say that promoting anything.
It's too busy.
It's not.
It is.
You can't get in.
Can't get in. We ran out of chairs.
The other day, by the way, I loved this. This was very Joe McGrath, Ethan.
Yeah.
I messaged him because Man United are playing Arsenal. I'll give you a clue. We're filming this before that game. Unfortunately, it comes out a few days late. And I messaged Joe because I wanted to see if he wanted to come on the watch along. And he went full sales mode when I asked him. Because on Monday I said, presumably you're doing your quiz Wednesday. Probably just should have said, do you fancy coming watch along? And he went, yeah, do you want a table? Consult the best. For me. That's what he said.
Good table, that one, isn't it, Ethan, that you sat on? It's the best.
Oh, yeah, the best table.
Yeah, you got the best table treatment.
That's unbelievable. I would have loved. It felt really like I was in the mob or something. Right, the best table.
It is a small table, just in the corner next to McGrath, but he does bring you plenty of Guinness.
There we go. That's all you need, isn't it?
That is lovely.
Should we eat some ruddy food?
Yeah, go on then.
Oh, that's definitely 9 out of 10. Definitely. Oh, that is sensational! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 10.
Right now then, it's the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup. Last week we saw the sort of FA Cup tie version of the 9 out of 10 Club, where
Great that.
Thai green curry took on poppadoms, spicy chicken burger will take on fish and chips, chicken shawarma will take on the triple cheeseburger.
These are all in the current round to come up, aren't they?
These are all in the round to come up.
Huge ties.
Huge tie. Duck and pancakes versus jerk chicken.
That is an all Premier League affair, that one, isn't it?
It's like Arsenal United in the third round, isn't
Tell
it?
you what, though, there's a few Harrogate towns in there, though.
What do you mean? Which one are you looking at?
Chipsticks versus chicken wings. Chipsticks. From down, they're non-league, man.
What?
Chicken wings are mid-prem.
I see Water beating Greg's sausage rolls, you know.
That's imagine that. Imagine that for there was a camera in the clubhouse at Water FC.
Yeah.
When that draw came out, the roof came off.
They turned into sparkling and got that excited.
It was fizzy water. It was San Pellegrino all over the gaff, mate.
Right, but the first fixture we actually drew out was, I mean, only on the Sloppy Joes would you get something like this. Cheesy garlic bread. I'm
Cheesy
so
garlic
excited.
bread. You kiboshed that when I brought that idea up.
And pudding, chips and gravy.
Yes, so we've got both here. Where would you say that ranks? What is that? The footballing equivalent of that would be what? I'd say that's a Aston Villa versus Brighton.
Yeah. Or last year when Arsenal took on Porto in the Champions League.
No, neither of these are Arsenal.
You don't think?
Not in my eye.
Ethan, you're good with your football analogies.
Oh, I am. I'm trying to think where I'd rank. I've never had the pudding, so to me it has to be a surprise package.
The pudding, like, to me, and I hate to say this because I know it's a big thing in Manchester, it's this.
Yeah.
It's all of the good things about a pie that you left in someone's shoe overnight.
It's suet, isn't it? That's what they call it. So they basically boil it.
Which is fat.
You've put pudding, chips and gravy versus chest garlic bread.
Well, I don't want to say where I cooked it, but let's just say it might have a couple of my pubes in it. Okay, so here's your pudding, chips and gravy, which looks vicious at the best of times.
Vicious?
And here is the cheesy garlic bread.
Nice. So we've gone for more of a pizza. That is
style.
a garlic bread.
So
you go for the pudding. I think you should have the bit of a pudding because we've not eaten the pudding yet on pod. Last time we accidentally bought the wrong thing and we kind of gave it.
the steak one, not the mince one.
Yeah, the steak one is delicious. Have you ever had pudding in your life, like that kind of pudding, Ethan?
I've never had the pudding before because obviously Joe Smith messed it up, but I was really looking forward to it, so I can't wait to give it a go now.
I did mess it
Right,
up.
come round and eat it, Ethan. Oh!
Yeah. That chest garlic bread's nice, isn't it?
Cheesy garlic bread is doing bits. I really want you to try the pudding, Ethan.
Yeah,
come have a bite. Right, as you can see, we've just demolished pudding, chips and gravy and cheesy garlic bread. By the way, pudding, chips and gravy was brought to us by Josh Jones.
Yes.
Who's on Dancing on Ice.
That's incredible, isn't it? What a career trajectory that is.
I never watch it, but I feel like it's our mission to try and sort of get behind him.
We should watch Dancing on Ice this season and try and get Josh Jones to win.
Yeah.
Because he's the only person on any of those like TV shows I've ever met, let alone bumped into in Sainsbury's.
Yeah, how was
Do
he
you
in
know what I mean?
Sainsbury's?
Lovely, came up behind me, grabbed me.
Did he? Wow.
Sort of, yeah. It was
Did he
nice.
scare you?
He did scare me because it was late and I didn't see him coming. But it was nice to see him. We should get him back on.
Yeah, we should get him back
I don't know
on.
if he'd ever fancy it again, but
Who knows?
It was a good laugh, wasn't it?
We just eaten all the cheese garlic bread and we've eaten all the pudding, chips and gravy. Ethan, that was your first time eating pudding.
Oh yeah, well I've had other puddings like sticky toffee pudding, or like there's not many other puddings.
Just sticky toffee.
There's
really,
loads
isn't it?
of puddings.
Just sticky toffee it'll be probably for you.
Yeah, and
You must have had those little chocolate pudding pots that you put in like boiled water.
on the Cadbury's little pudding
Yeah.
pots of joy,
Yeah,
Yeah, they're good them actually.
and that when I had it, I went, wow. I did. I was because I didn't really understand the concept, but when I tasted it, I recognised that bit of the pie in there. Do you know what I mean?
I think you're fuming at it. Where I honestly think it's great.
I'm a little bit fuming at it. It's like if a pie was a bit too much for you. Should we get a little baby pie that's all wet and half eaten?
But-
it's like a pie that you've cooked in the microwave. It's why is it soft? How is the soft gooey pastry preferable to like crispy flaky pastry? Would you say?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
And I just think now and again, I
Yeah.
just like a little bit of melt in the mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
The crusty pastry boys have, the vast majority of the market.
That's the point. Yeah. Okay. They're not trying to replace.
No, they're not trying to replace. They're just offering a little side
All right.
piece.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I like that.
But it's, do you not find it nice? Do you know what it's like? It's like, I suppose this is a sweet thing and you don't really like sweets. But like, do you know the sort of melted cookie dough where you get a little bit...
Yeah.
You feel like you're eating something that... Ooh, is this...
Yeah.
Loud.
Is this allowed?
Do you know whenever you eat something
naughty
like that, it's
about
like, am I eating something off of a human almost?
Ooh.
There's like a sort of skin, flesh, sexual element to it, if you know what I mean.
In Wigan, they call it a baby's head.
Right. And do you know what I mean?
Because it looks like the back of a baby's head.
No, it's because 400
no,
years
it's
ago...
not. No, it's not. 400.
Someone went, we've got to stop eating babies' heads. Let's make something that will satisfy Ken down the road, who literally is going through half a dozen firstborns a week. He'll satisfy him, but we can actually raise a town that's, an average age of under 63, as it was then, because all the babies were getting gobbled right up. So they invented the pudding.
To stop him, yeah.
To stop Ken.
And it's delicious.
And it is delicious. And you know what? As an alternative to a baby's head,
Yeah.
I think it's doing a great job. And it was very nice. I do think I prefer a pie. So for me, I'll go first. I'm happy to go first. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to go the cheesy garlic bread on this front.
Wow.
I'm afraid. Because I also think, and this isn't really in the rules, but I think if I'm going to a chip shop, I couldn't bring myself to order that over fish and chips. So it has to drop down a notch.
It's a very, it's Joe's way of... Yeah, I like it.
Suit me. Okay.
That cheese garlic bread was nice.
It was good.
But overall, as a dish, I am going to stick forward pudding, chips and gravy. I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The gravy was good there. The pudding was delicious. And I've got to admit, it was so close, but it just edges it slightly. So it's 1-1.
Okay. Shall I reveal the Patreon vote?
Yes.
Just so Ethan knows what's going on here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save it this time.
like it.
So Ethan James, Let me know what you wanted to win out of those two, and then I'll reveal the Patreon vote at the end.
Well, there's a lot of excitement for trying this for the first time, so we're going to bear that in mind. Because if I was given a cheesy garlic bread for the first time,
oh my god,
there would be.
Yeah, that would be special.
Imagine if you could just relive that.
That would be so special.
Do you remember when your first one was?
I don't remember when my first one was, but I remember them being like new to me. I don't remember the exact first one.
I think mine was pizza up in Parswood.
Oh yeah.
When they had that machine where you could make your own ice cream.
Yeah.
And you could throw all sorts in there.
Yeah.
Not licorice, but just anything. And cheesy garlic bread was on the menu there. Blew my head off.
What, as part of the ice cream topping?
No, before, pre. And it was...
You'd ask for an ice cream
changed
sandwich
me.
that was one cheesy garlic bread, ice cream, and a second cheesy garlic bread, wouldn't you? I don't think that would be that bad.
Often some savoury stuff can be mixed well with sweet stuff, but garlic isn't one, is it?
No, that's true. The McDonald's fry into the chocolate milkshake, lovely.
Nice.
It's a classic.
Garlic bread and,
Well, although, do you remember
sauce.
that takeaway that we ordered from that is now defunct?
Yeah,
where they used to just argue with the people on the reviews. They had a sweet garlic bread on the menu
I remember
for a time.
That was crazy.
So maybe we should have got in there
I think
before.
way back on our Patreon we reviewed that, didn't we? Was it like, that must have been 18 months ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah. They've shut down now. It was the Ritz, it was called.
Now defunct.
Defunct. Ethan, what are you voting for, boy?
I think with a steady head on, and I'm contemplating both things here.
Yeah.
I think the pudding wins.
Oh my God.
I didn't see that!
2-1 to pudding.
So now we go to the Patreon vote.
I'm a bit stunned by the Patreon and the Instagram because...
What I can tell you is the Patreon have gone full Brexit. It's 52-48
Oh.
in favour of the cheesy garlic bread. It's 2-all! It's 2-all, and that means we go to the Instagram vote, Joe.
I'm worried. I'll tell you why I'm worried. Because we've got a lot of American followers on Instagram who joined us after the Fart Club thing went viral. And if they see a pudding, they'll have no idea why we're eating something sweet with chips.
They won't have a clue what chest bread is, will they?
Luckily, I spelt it correctly on the Instagram.
Did you?
Yeah. I can now reveal the deciding Instagram vote.
Yeah.
Is a whopping 68%,
It's got
32%
we're out
in
of it.
favour of the cheesy garlic bread.
No!
Oh no, it is the chest garlic bread. They still want it anyway.
The cheese does say chest, doesn't it?
garlic bread wins, and that's it. You two.
We've been defeated.
And Josh Jones dumped out.
We've been, they've taken us to the extreme highs, Ethan. And now cheesy garlic bread makes its way into what I believe might be the semi-final.
You two pudding. No, I think quarters. You two pudding noshers.
Oh.
Thrown by the waysides.
That cheesy garlic bread you had then, Joe, that excited you more than the pudding. Would you say that?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Is he trying to change it? You can still change your mind, Joe.
You can.
Actually, good point, Ethan. Joe, sorry. Yeah. You can still change your mind.
No.
You can.
He can.
It's shitter than a pizza, a cheesy garlic bread, isn't it?
Well, not necessarily.
It is.
And also, pizza's like one of the best foods. So the fact that something slightly worse than pizza can still be better than a pudding, chips,
what
and
about
gravy.
something slightly worse than a pie in your eyes?
Well, yeah, exactly.
That tops the pizza.
No, pizza is
good line of questioning.
It goes like this. It goes like this. Pizza, pie, garlic bread, pudding. I'm afraid.
Would the honourable gentleman say that his cock-up last time out not to get the pudding in and bringing the wrong item has embarrassed him and he doesn't want to relive it, hence his bias?
What are you doing, stirring it up? Actually, no. Because if anything, if I'd made the mistake again and bought a pie, we might have had a different answer. The pudding is like, if you went round to your mate's house, you didn't have to work the oven, so you just put a pie in the microwave. No. It's not as good, I'm afraid.
Well, garlic bread goes through next week.
Garlic bread goes through on one of the first ever Instagram deciders. That
amazing.
What we got next week, Joe?
Salt and pepper ribs.
Oh my God.
Take on a pint of Guinness.
Fucking hell. Honestly, the two most Joe McGrath things up against each other.
Oh my God. If that doesn't make you stick around, I don't know
Tell
what
you
will.
what, that's Germany, Spain for me.
Yeah, that's
Is it? Is it that big?
That's
I can't wait to the final.
That's one of those where it's like fucking, what's his name? Andy Tyler, what was he called? What's
Andy
his name?
Tyler.
What's
Andy
his name?
Tyler?
Andy Townsend?
No.
Andy Townsend.
Someone Tyler.
Martin Tyler.
Martin Tyler
Oh, shit, yeah.
is absolutely frothing at the gash.
Yeah,
for that one, isn't he?
yeah.
And it's live!
And it's live!
That is a whoever wins this wins the league type thing. Even though it's early in the season, this one could well decide the title.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for next week.
So join us next week. Apart from that, go and buy our merch. It's now live.
Yes.
Go and get the merch for Christmas. It'll be there for Christmas. Got to buy it soon, though.
Also, we did this last year, we do it again this year. If you do spend over £50 and you want a little Christmas message from the three of us,
Yeah.
the instructions on how to do that are in there, but we'll do that for free. We don't want to sell it because it feels a bit gross. But if you're spending money on the website, we'd love to give a little bit back and send a little video message if you're buying gifts or anything
and
like
please remind us to do it because we forget.
that. We do forget, but if you fill the little form when you buy it, we'll sort that out for you. Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Wave, Ethan. Come on.
See you Friday.
We'll see you later. Ta-ra now.